Let's talk uptime. Uptime is defined as the time a piece of machinery was available and operational in a given time period. It gives us a sense of how reliable a machine is. A high machine uptime indicates high machine reliability and vice versa. In the world of manufacturing and at BlueScope Steel, uptime is king. It's the difference between your department humming along and a production line grinding to a halt. Every minute a machine is down, it costs money, sometimes big money. Lost production, missed deadlines, unhappy customers, nobody wins. That's why plant managers and engineers at BlueScope Steel spend countless hours trying to squeeze every last ounce of productivity out of their equipment. They know that maximizing uptime is essential for success. But here's the thing, keeping things running smoothly isn't just about reactive maintenance, it's about preventing problems before they even start. That's where defect elimination comes in. It's not just about fixing what's broken, it's about understanding why it broke in the first place and making sure it never happens again. A shift from fixing forever instead of forever fixing. It's about creating a culture of continuous improvement where everyone is empowered to identify and eliminate defects. Defect elimination is about thinking long-term, investing in your people and your processes, and reaping the rewards of a more reliable, more productive operation. Back in the 90s, some really smart folks started studying why some manufacturing plants seem to run like well-oiled machines, while others were prone to breakdowns and delays. They crunched the numbers and discovered a strong correlation between uptime and something called defect elimination. Turns out the most reliable plants weren't just lucky. They were systematically identifying and eliminating the root causes of defects in their processes. They weren't just slapping band-aids on problems, they were getting to the heart of the matter and making lasting improvements. This wasn't some pie-in-the-sky theory, it was real-world data showing the tangible benefits of a proactive, defect-focused approach. These findings sent shockwaves through the manufacturing world, forcing companies to rethink their maintenance strategies and prioritize defect elimination. The message was clear. If you want to improve uptime, you need to stop chasing symptoms and start addressing root causes. So, what exactly is a defect? Put simply, it's anything that causes a deviation from the expected outcome. Defects are anything that erodes value, reduces production, compromises health, safety, and the environment, or creates waste. It could be a faulty part, a design flaw, a procedural error, or even a lack of training or incorrect work instructions. Defects are the gremlins in the gears, the wrenches in the works, the things that keep your operation from running at peak performance. And where do these gremlins come from? They can pop up at any stage in a plant's life cycle, from the initial design and engineering phase to the manufacturing process itself, to the way equipment is installed, operated, and maintained. Sometimes defects are obvious, like a broken part causing a machine to seize up. Other times, they're more insidious, slowly chipping away at efficiency and reliability over time. The key takeaway here is that defects come in all shapes and sizes, but no matter what form they take, they all share one thing in common. They cost BlueScope Steel money, a lot of money. Now you might be thinking, we have maintenance teams. They fix stuff when it breaks. Isn't that enough? Well, it's a start. But simply reacting to problems as they arise is like playing whack-a-mole. You're constantly putting out fires without ever addressing the underlying cause. To truly conquer defects, you need a more systematic approach. You need to shift from a reactive mindset to a proactive one. This means going beyond the symptoms and digging deep to uncover the root cause of the problem. Imagine a leaky pipe. You could keep patching it up every time it springs a leak, but that's just a temporary fix. To solve the problem permanently, you need to find the source of the leak. Maybe it's corrosion, a loose fitting, or something else entirely. Once you've identified the root cause, you can fix it properly and prevent the leak from happening again. That's the power of a systematic approach. Section 5, Root Cause Analysis versus Defect Elimination, two sides of the same coin. Now, you might be wondering how defect elimination differs from root cause analysis, or RCA. They sound pretty similar, right? Well, you're not wrong, Both involve digging deeper to understand the underlying causes of problems. But there's a subtle yet crucial difference. Think of RCA as a detective investigating a crime. They're trying to figure out what happened, who did it, and how they did it. Defect elimination, on the other hand, is like a crime prevention program. It's about identifying potential risks and vulnerabilities before they turn into actual incidents. In other words, RCA is reactive. It's about understanding past events to prevent them from happening again. Defect elimination is proactive. It's about anticipating and mitigating potential problems before they even occur. Section 6, Building the A-Team, Defect Elimination in Action. So, how do you actually go about implementing defect elimination in your plant? It starts with building the right team. This isn't just a job for the maintenance department or the reliability engineer. It requires a collaborative effort from all levels of the organization. You need people from production, engineering, quality control, supply, and even management to be on board. Once you've assembled your A-team, it's time to train them on the principles of defect elimination. This includes teaching them how to identify different types of defects, how to distinguish between symptoms and root causes, and how to use various problem-solving tools and techniques. It's also crucial to empower your team to take ownership of the defect elimination process. Encourage them to speak up when they see something wrong, no matter how small it may seem. Remember, even seemingly minor defects can snowball into major problems down the line. Section 7. Tracking the troublemakers, from identification to eradication. Now that your team is trained and ready to go, it's time to start identifying and tracking defects. This is where a structured approach is essential. You need a system for documenting defects, prioritizing them based on their potential impact, and assigning responsibility for resolving them. Once a defect has been identified, the next step is to select the appropriate method for resolution. This might involve making changes to the process, redesigning a part, implementing new training procedures, or any number of other solutions. The key is to ensure that the chosen solution addresses the root cause of the defect, not just the symptom. This requires careful analysis, critical thinking, and a willingness to challenge the status quo. Remember, we're not interested in quick fixes here. We're looking for permanent solutions at BlueScope Steel. Section 8. Changing the game culture is king. Here's the deal. Defect elimination isn't just about implementing a new set of procedures, it's about fostering a culture of continuous improvement. It's about creating an environment where everyone, from the CEO to the newest hire, feels empowered to identify and address defects. This requires a fundamental shift in mindset. Instead of accepting defects as an inevitable part of doing business, you need to instill a sense of ownership and accountability at all levels of the organization. People need to understand that defects are not okay and that everyone has a role to play in eliminating them. This cultural shift won't happen overnight at BlueScope Steel. It takes time, effort, and consistent reinforcement from leadership. But the payoff is well worth it. When you create a culture where defect elimination is everyone's responsibility, you unlock a level of performance and reliability you never thought possible. Section 9, the bottom line, reliability, uptime, and a brighter future. At the end of the day, defect elimination is all about improving the bottom line. By reducing downtime, minimizing waste, and improving product quality, you directly impact BlueScope's profitability. But the benefits go beyond just dollars and cents. Defect elimination also leads to a safer, more efficient, and more engaging work environment. When employees feel empowered to make a difference, when they see their ideas being implemented and their contributions valued, it creates a sense of pride and ownership that permeates the entire organization. So there you have it. Defect elimination isn't just some fancy buzzword, it's a proven strategy for achieving operational excellence at BlueScope Steel. It's about creating a culture of continuous improvement, empowering your workforce and reaping the rewards of a more reliable, more productive, more safer and more profitable operation.